This is an English language lesson and it is for Form 1 and this is a non-textbook based lesson. The theme is Consumerism and Financial Awareness. So the topic for today is money. Before we begin, let's look at the learning standards. So we have main skills and complementary skills. The main skills are listening, 1.1.6, understand with support, longer, simple narratives on a wide range of familiar topics. And then we have reading, 3.1.2, understand specific details and information in simple, longer text. Next will be writing, 4.1.3, narrate factual and imagined events and experiences. And then we have complementary skills. So we have speaking, 2.4.1, narrate short stories, events and experiences. And then we have reading, 3.1.3, guess the meaning of unfamiliar words from clues provided by other known words and by context. And lastly, we have writing, 4.1.5, connect sentences into two coherent paragraphs or more using basic coordinating conjunctions and reference pronouns. Still doing our introduction activity. So now you are going to listen to 5 different people talking about their jobs and do the exercise to practice and improve your listening skills. So the first activity is match the speaker with the correct job. So you have speaker A, number 1, speaker A works as a, number 2, speaker B works as a, and speaker C works as a, speaker D works as a, and the last question, speaker E works as a. So there are 5 choices here: shop assistant, dentist, tour guide, nurse and pilot.
A. I work on Saturdays and in the school holidays. Saturdays are busy because that's when everyone goes shopping. Our shop sells clothes and accessories for men, women and children. I work in the children's department. It can be crazy sometimes, but it's fun.
B. I work during my summer holidays when I'm not at university. Oxford has thousands of tourists in the summer, so it's easy to find a job as a tour guide. I take tourists to visit the university colleges, and then we go down to the river. We go along the river on a boat. The tourists love the boat trip, but last summer, one tourist fell in the river. I love meeting people from all over the world.
C. I like my job, but lots of people don't like coming to see me because they hate dentists. Sometimes it's very hard work, but it's great to help people when they have a problem. It's so important to look after your teeth. D.
My job is very difficult, but I like it because I love flying. I fly planes that take people to different places on holiday. Most of the time I fly in Europe to places like Spain, Greece and Italy. The most difficult thing about my job is when the weather is bad. Snow and thunderstorms are the worst. The best thing is visiting different places.
E.
I work in a hospital in the city centre. It's a very big hospital. I help the doctors with the patients. I give them their medicine and look after them when they feel ill. I love my job, but I don't like the uniform, and sometimes I have to work at night.
This recording was brought to you by the British Council. To find others like it, visit www.britishcouncil.org/Learn English Teens.
Now let's look at the answers. Speaker A works as a shop assistant. Speaker B works as a tour guide. Speaker C works as a dentist. Speaker D works as a pilot. And speaker E works as a nurse. After doing the introduction activity, we are going to start our lesson with the listening skills. So you will listen to a story, predict the connection between the two men, the hut and the moon. And then after that, for exercise 1, you have to rearrange the sentences according to the story. So here there are 5 sentences. The first sentence is the old man returned to his small hut. Number 2, the thief took the present from the old man. Number 3, the old man was not in the small hut. Number 4, the thief broke into the old man's small hut. And number 5, the old man gave the thief some old clothes.
You can't steal the moon. An old man lived in a small hut at the foot of a mountain. He lived a simple life and had very few possessions. But any kind of house attracts thieves, and one day a thief came to the old man's small hut. He wondered what he might find inside and went up to the door. He looked through the door and discovered that the old man was not there. What luck! He thought, and went quickly into the hut. There was only one room, and so he could see very quickly that there was nothing at all which he could steal. There were only 1 or 2 pots, a mat on the floor, and some old clothes. He was standing angrily in the hut trying to think of what to do next when the old man returned. "You have probably come a long way to visit me here," said the old man, with a smile, "and you should not return home empty-handed. I have not got very much to give, but please accept these clothes as a present." The thief was very surprised by this. He took the clothes from the old man, and went away shaking his head in confusion. Later that evening the old man sat on his mat looking up at the moon and thinking of the thief. "Poor man," he said aloud. "I wish I could give him this beautiful moon." Adapted from a text in Talk About Literature, 1989, David F. Clarke, Edward Arnold.
Are the answers for the first exercise. So you have to rearrange the sentences according to the story. So let's look at the sequence. The first one will be 4, the thief broke into the old man's small hut. And then we have number 3, the old man was not in the small hut. And then number 1, the old man returned to his small hut. And then number 5, the old man gave the thief some old clothes. And then the last one is number 2, the thief took the present from the old man and left. On to the next skill, which is reading. So who is this person? Who is she and what is her job? Now we are doing the reading lesson. Just now you saw a picture. So this is Candy. She has inherited 2,000 ringgits from her grandmother. What can she do with it? So let's read about what she did. Then complete the table after the text and say how much money she had left. So the title of the text is Candy's Shopping Trip. So here again, we have the reading text, which is Candy and Ron's inheritance. So you are going to read about what she did with the money that she inherited. And then remember, don't forget that you have to say how much or write how much money she had left.
Candy's shopping trip. First of all, Candy bought herself a tablet, as she'd wanted one for ages. This cost 1,100 ringgits, but as it was the last one in the shop, and was in the shop window, she got 10% off. That was good news, but she then had to pay an extra 6% GST. After that, she went to the market. She bought herself a smart jacket and a matching skirt for 325 ringgits and a beautiful silk scarf for 80 ringgits. She asked the cashier to reduce the price by 5 ringgits, and she agreed. She was hungry, thirsty and tired by now, and so she had a fruit juice and a sandwich, and this cost her 25 ringgits. On her way home, she decided to buy some presents for her family. She got her mum a lovely vase. The retail price was 90 ringgits, but she got it in a sale, and so got a discount of 15 ringgits. She saw a lovely painting of a sunset. Her dad loves sunsets. The shopkeeper wanted 180 ringgits, but she persuaded him to sell it to her for 155 ringgits. Her younger brother has a sweet tooth, so she bought him some sweets for 15 ringgits. Finally, she was ready to come home. She took a taxi, and that cost her 27 ringgits, including a small tip.
Now let's do the exercise. You can listen twice to the text and then complete the table with what Candy bought and how much it costs. So the first column will be what Candy bought, and the second column is cost in ringgits. Then you have to write the total cost. Second task or the second question is how much of a 2,000 ringgits does Candy still have? And then the last question is, or instruction is, underline reference pronouns in the text. So here are the answers. What Candy bought and the cost in ringgit. So tablet will be 1,049 ringgit and 40 cents. Okay, then jacket, skirt and scarf 400, fruit juice and sandwich 25, vase 75, painting 155, sweets 15, tax fare 27. So the total is 1,746 ringgit and 40 cents. So Candy still has 253 ringgit and 60 cents. Okay, so that is 2,000 minus the total cost. For the second exercise, you have to identify the reference pronouns. So the reference pronouns, the text are highlighted below. So let's look at the first paragraph. You have herself, one, this, it, she, and that. For the second paragraph, you have that, she, herself. You have again she, the, and the price, and the last one is she. Third paragraph, she, this, and her. And the next paragraph, her, she, her again, she, her, she again, she, her, she, him, it, and her. The next paragraph, her, she, and him. And the last paragraph, she, that, and her. So these are all the reference pronouns. Now for the next section, we're going to do grammar, and then we are going to look at all the reference pronouns. So the first one is personal pronouns. We have both subject pronouns and also object pronouns. So for the we have I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. The object, me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. Let's look at how we use personal pronouns. We use subject pronouns as a subject of a verb. For example, your marching uniform. So I is the personal pronouns and like is the subject. Let's look at the next one. You are late. He is my friend. It is raining. She is on holiday. We live in Seremban. They come from Johor. And then we use object pronouns as the object of a verb. For example, can you help me please? So here help is the verb. I can see you. She doesn't like him. I saw her in town today. We saw them in town yesterday, but they didn't see us. And we use object pronouns also after preposition. For example, she is waiting for me. So for is preposition. I'll get it for you. Give it to him. Why are you looking at her? Don't take it from us. I'll speak to them. Now let's look at possessive pronouns. So for possessive pronouns, there are two: possessive adjective and also possessive pronouns. So for adjective, it will be mine, your, his, her, its, our, and their. And for possessive pronoun, we have mine, yours, his, hers, and then we have also its, ours, and theirs. Remember that possessive pronouns do not have an apostrophe. Is that car yours? Is that car hers? Is that car ours? Is that car theirs? So you cannot write yours, Y-O-U-R apostrophe S, or her, H-E-R apostrophe S, or ours, O-U-R apostrophe S, or theirs, T-H-E-I-R apostrophe S. So these are the wrong way to write for pronouns where you have possessive pronouns. Now let's look at how possessive pronouns are used. We can use a possessive pronoun instead of a full noun phrase to avoid repeating words. Example, is that Emily's car? No, it's mine. So instead of saying no, it's my car, you can use mine. Whose house is this? Is it yours? So you can replace your house with yours. Her dress is green, mine is brown. And then we can also use possessive pronouns and nouns after of. We can say Susan is one of my friends. So Susan is a friend of mine. Not Susan is a friend of me. And then the next one, I am one of Susan's friends. So you can write I am a friend of Susan's. Not I am friend of Susan. So remember, Susan's, I'm a friend of Susan's, you must write Susan apostrophe S. Next, we have demonstrative pronouns. So they are this and these. We use THIS, this is for singular, and these, THESE for plural. And then normally we use this or these to talk about people or things near us. Example, this is a nice cup of tea. So this is for a cup of tea. Whose shoes are these? So for plural, you write these, THESE. Or you can also write or use these and these to introduce people. This is Jamil. These are my friends, Johan and Mike. Now let's look at that and those. We use that singular and those plural as pronouns to talk about things that are not near us. So that, what's that? So it's for singular. Those are very expensive shoes. So plural. This is our house. And that's Raihan's house over there. So Raihan's house is singular. We also use that to reply to something someone has said. Shall we go to the cinema? Yes, that's a good idea. I've got a new job. That's great. I'm very upset. Why is that? Now let's look at one and ones. We use one, O-N-E, for singular and ones, O-N-E-S, for plural. Let's look at the first one. It is used after an adjective. Example, see those two girls. Hashima is the tall one and Joanne is the short one. Which is your car, the red one or the blue one? My trousers are torn. I need some new ones. Or you can use after the. See those two girls. Helen is the one on the left. Let's look at the photographs, the ones you took in Paris. Or we can use one or ones after which in questions. You can borrow a book. Which one do you want? Which ones are yours? Now we're going to look at the next grammar item. It is coordinating conjunctions. A conjunction is a joiner, a word that connects or conjoins part of a sentence. The simple little conjunctions are called coordinating conjunctions. We have the word and, but, or, nor, so, for, yet. Dear pupils, the English language has 7 coordinating conjunctions. They are easy to remember if you can remember the acronym FANBOYS, FANBOYS. FAN, it is for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Coordinating conjunctions are important when creating compound sentences or when contrasting different ideas. So we have again FANBOYS. F is for, A is for N is for nor, B is for but, O is for or, Y is for yet, and S is for so. Here is the coordinating conjunctions in the diagram. So you can join 2 sentences with FANBOYS, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, or so. And then when you join, it becomes compound sentence. Okay, let's look at the usage. And is for addition, but and yet is for opposite, for is for cause, so is for result, and or not is for choice. So remember that when you join 2 sentences, you need to put the coordinating conjunctions. Let's look at all the coordinating conjunctions. First we have F, for. So for explains a reason. It explains a reason or also a purpose, just like because. Okay, so as an example of the sentences, I go to the park every Sunday, for I wish to release my anxiety. Cindy eats healthy, for she wants to stay in shape. My sister sent me flowers, for she loves me. Let's not fight about the past, for today is a new day. So for can be confusing because it can also be a preposition, such as in, I bought this gift for you. But when it's used to explain why something is happening, it is a coordinating conjunction. Now for the conjunction and. So and joins to. Next we have nor. Nor presents a second negative idea. So it is to join negative idea in the first clause. Nor is less common than other coordinating conjunctions, but still joins 2 negative ideas together. Example, my brother doesn't like to study, nor does he take notes in class. Number 2, our family hasn't been to Taiwan, nor have we been to Greece. Lim didn't do his chores, nor did he finish his homework. King Henry was not the ruler of France, nor did he reign over Spain. So when using nor, you reverse the verb order in the second clause, such as in, nor does she take notes, instead of nor she does take notes. Nor is often used after neither, such as I neither hate nor love to watch TV, as a correlative conjunctions, which is a pair of conjunctions that join ideas. Next we have but. But is to introduce an opposing idea. It shows the contrast between 2 words, phrases, or ideas of equal importance. Examples of but in the sentence are television is a wonderful escape, but it interferes with my writing. We would love to attend the birthday party, but we have plans that day. I'm going to earn an A in science, but I failed the final test. The old man earned an award, but he never got to accept it. So, when but is used for the same meaning as accept, as in everyone but me was invited, it's a preposition, not a conjunction. But is only a conjunction when the clauses on either side express opposite ideas. And now we have or. Or is to show an alternative or a chance. For example, like and, it can be used between two of the same part of speech as well as two phrases or clauses. Let's look at the sentences. Would you rather read a book or watch a good TV show? I can't decide if I could study biology or science. We could have dinner before the movie, or we could grab a bite afterward. Do you prefer to go to bed early or to stay up late? Like nor, you can use or as a correlative conjunction. It joins with either, as in, either you got in the car now or will be late, as a conjunction pair to connect opposing ideas. Unlike neither nor, either or connects positive ideas. Now let's look at yet. Yet is to introduce a contrasting idea that follows the preceding idea logically. Let's look at some of the examples. I always take a book to the beach, yet I never seem to turn a single page. Number 2, I really want a kitten, yet my mom says we have too many cats. The students like their teacher, yet they wish he graded more fairly. Diana would like to cook fried rice, yet she's also in the mood for a sandwich. But and yet seem interchangeable, and they almost are. But brings a tone of finality into a sentence. I'd love to ice skate, but I don't know how. While yet implies that an action may be able to change in the future. I'd love to ice skate, yet I don't know how. Next we have so. So indicates an effect, result, or consequence from an action in the earlier clause or the first clause. For example, I like to read, so I didn't mind the long reading assignment. The grocery store was closed, so we went to the farmer's market instead. Our car won't start, so we called a mechanic. A baby bird fell out of its nest, so we took care of it. So can also be used as an adverb, as in, I'm so tired, but it's not linking two words or ideas together in this case. It is modifying the word tired. After the grammar session just now, let's look at writing. So here you have an exercise. Candy has a brother, Ron, who also inherited 2,000 ringgit. You will create a short text about Ron's shopping trip and calculate how much he spent and how much he has left. First, you can create a short text about Ron's shopping trip. You can write something similar with Candy's shopping trip. This is an example or a guide for you to write. So for example, you can write Ron's shopping trip. First of all, Ron bought himself a discourse. After that, he bought himself a, and then he was hungry, thirsty, and tired by now. And so he had. On his way home, he decided to buy. Finally, he was ready to come home. He took. Let's look at the answers. So this is a sample essay, or you can write other ideas which are related to the shopping trip for Ron. So let's look at Ron's shopping trip. First of all, Ron bought himself a new mobile phone. This cost 1,290 ringgit as the phone has a discount of 10%. After that, he went to the music shop. He bought himself a new album of his favorite band, BTS. The title is BE Essential Edition. The cost was 120 ringgit, but Ron was lucky as it was on sales for 60 ringgit. He was hungry, thirsty, and tired by now, and so he had lunch at a fast food outlet. Tasty fast. The set lunch of a chicken burger, potato wedges, and a cup of coffee was 12 ringgit and 90 cents. On his way home, he decided to buy a workbook for his science project and a novel from the Kindle bookshop. As he has a membership card, the price was 37 ringgit and 60 cents after 10% discount. He then stopped at a small souvenir shop to get a gift for his sister's birthday. The present, a musical box, was 39 ringgit. Finally, he was ready to come home. He took a bus. As on the way out of the mall, he met his friend Lim. Lim was on his way home too. Since they are living in the same residential area, Ron decided to take the bus too. The bus ticket was only 2 ringgit for each of them. The second part of the exercise, remember that you have to calculate how much he spent and how much he has left. So the first column is what Ron bought, and the second, the cost in ringgits. So you can complete this, and then don't forget to write the total cost, and also remember how much he has left. Now for the enrichment activities, you can complete the exercises on this Google form. You just need to scan the QR code, or you can type in the link. For exercise 1, you can do this in or complete the exercise on a Google form. Fill in the 12 gaps with suitable answers. You can write only a word for each of the gaps.
Jobs kids can do to earn money. By ANDREA TRAVILLIAN, updated June 25, 2019. The best way for kids to learn about money is for them to have to manage some. When kids have money in their pockets, they can buy things and participate in fun activities with their friends, which helps them learn about budgeting, needs versus wants, and more. As a parent, it can be frustrating that the only source of money is an allowance or doing chores around the house. It helps to have kids learn how to make money in ways other than from us. There are plenty of ways for kids to make extra money that does not come out of your pocket. Here are a few ways kids can earn their own spending money. Having a bake sale or setting up a lemonade stand. A lemonade stand teaches kids basic lessons about entrepreneurship. They can also make cookies or finger foods that can also be sold on the street corner. The kids will learn how to put in the work to make a product that can be sold, and they will get a little spending money when the neighbors stop to buy a treat. Offering neighborhood services. Common neighborhood services might include babysitting, house cleaning, lawn mowing, or car washing services. You can help your child improve their services by learning good techniques to get the job done right. You can also help put together flyers and price lists so that they have easy marketing materials when talking with people in the area. Having a garage sale. Many kids have too many toys, especially since they are always getting gifts on their birthday and during holidays. Plan a family garage sale, and let each child choose the items they would like to sell. Let them keep the money that is earned from selling their own items. Selling holiday-themed items. Look for cheap items that can be sold door-to-door for the holidays. Among many ideas, you and your child can go to the mountains and pick mistletoe and sell it during Christmas time. Or they can make Valentine's Day treats, such as chocolate truffles and heart-shaped cookies that can be sold as gifts. Around Easter, they can sell hard-boiled eggs and egg dye kits for families to enjoy the activity of dyeing eggs without the hassle of all the preparation. Another holiday idea worth considering is taking orders a week before Thanksgiving and offering a buy delivery service on the morning of Thanksgiving. Recycling items. Having your child gather recyclable goods, such as newspapers, soda cans, or glass bottles, and take them to the recycling plant can also help them earn extra money. To find out how much, reach out to a local recycling company and ask how much they pay per pound. Selling crafts and home decor. Another solid way to earn money involves making crafts such as homemade jewelry or decorative signs for the home and selling them at a local craft fair or on a website like Etsy.com. This is really great for kids who are already naturally artistic, teaching them early they can make money off their talents. This can help your child avoid the starving artist's story. You might consider having the child involved in purchasing the supplies for the crafts, so they understand the value that goes into producing a product to sell. Pet care services. Many families travel during the summer, and they need pet care while they are gone. Offering pet care services to the neighbors can teach your child the responsibility that is needed to feed and care for the animals. You could even have them tack on plant watering for a bonus or a bit extra money. Jobs kids can do to earn money. By ANDREA TRAVILLIAN, updated June 25, 2019. The best way for kids to learn about money is for them to have to manage some. When kids have money in their pockets, they can buy things and participate in fun activities with their friends, which helps them learn about budgeting, needs versus wants, and more. As a parent, it can be frustrating that the only source of money is an allowance or doing chores around the house. It helps to have kids learn how to make money in ways other than from us. There are plenty of ways for kids to make extra money that does not come out of your pocket. Here are a few ways kids can earn their own spending money. Having a bake sale or setting up a lemonade stand. A lemonade stand teaches kids basic lessons about entrepreneurship. They can also make cookies or finger foods that can also be sold on the street corner. The kids will learn how to put in the work to make a product that can be sold, and they will get a little spending money when the neighbors stop to buy a treat. Offering neighborhood services. Common neighborhood services might include babysitting, house cleaning, lawn mowing, or car washing services. You can help your child improve their services by learning good techniques to get the job done right. You can also help put together flyers and price lists so that they have easy marketing materials when talking with people in the area. Having a garage sale. Many kids have too many toys, especially since they are always getting gifts on their birthday and during holidays. Plan a family garage sale, and let each child choose the items they would like to sell. Let them keep the money that is earned from selling their own items. Selling holiday-themed items. Look for cheap items that can be sold door to door for the holidays. Among many ideas, you and your child can go to the mountains and pick mistletoe and sell it during Christmas time. Or they can make Valentine's Day treats, such as chocolate truffles and heart-shaped cookies that can be sold as gifts. Around Easter, they can sell hard-boiled eggs and egg dye kits for families to enjoy the activity of dyeing eggs without the hassle of all the preparation. Another holiday idea worth considering is taking orders a week before Thanksgiving and offering a by-delivery service on the morning of Thanksgiving. Recycling items. Having your child gather recyclable goods, such as newspapers, soda cans, or glass bottles, and take them to the recycling plant can also help them earn extra money. To find out how much, reach out to a local recycling company and ask how much they pay per pound. Selling crafts and home decor. Another solid way to earn money involves making crafts such as homemade jewelry or decorative signs for the home and selling them at a local craft fair or on a website like Etsy.com. This is really great for kids who are already naturally artistic, teaching them early they can make money off their talents. This can help your child avoid the starving artist's story. You might consider having the child involved in purchasing the supplies for the crafts, so they understand the value that goes into producing a product to sell. Pet care services. Many families travel during the summer, and they need pet care while they are gone. Offering pet care services to the neighbors can teach your child the responsibility that is needed to feed and care for the animals. You could even have them tack on plant watering for a bonus or a bit extra money.
For exercise 2, you need to arrange the 5 paragraphs in the correct sequence. Where are you going to get the answers for the enrichment activities? Well, after you complete the exercises on this Google form, where you can scan this QR code, you will get the feedback, or you will get to know whether your answers are wrong or correct. Dear students, we have completed another lesson, and just now we did a lesson on the topic money. So thank you for watching this lesson, and then do remember to like and subscribe to my channel. It is called Educator Omni Tube. I am Madam Gan, signing off, and see you again in another lesson. Bye.